In this video, I'm going to be going over every creature in Ark with a platform saddle. First, I'm going to be going over all the creatures in Ark Survival Ascended, and then we're going to move over to Ark Survival Evolved, where all the DLC creatures that aren't out yet. Those creatures, there's a few of them that have platform saddles, but they're not like normal platform saddles. So you'll see when we get to it. But yeah, let's get into it. First, we have the Bronto, which is the second biggest platform saddle in Ark Survival Ascended. There's bigger ones in the old DLC maps, but like I said, we'll get to those later. But this one is obviously pretty known one. There's a lot of room where you can actually do stuff on here. Obviously the Bronto is pretty big, so of course it's going to have a platform saddle on it. This next one is the current biggest platform saddle in the game, and is the Titanosaur. Titanosaur has a few unique properties. Obviously it's one of the hardest creatures in the tame. You have to knock it out with like cannonballs shooting in the head, but once you tame it, you actually tame it by equipping its saddle, which is the platform saddle, and you can't make a regular saddle for it. You can only use a platform saddle on it. Next is an underwater creature, surprisingly, which is the Plesiosaur. The Plesiosaur platform saddle, I don't think I've ever used it. And honestly, I don't know what you use the underwater platform saddles for. Maybe there's some use. I'm sure someone will comment it if there is. But me personally, I've never used the underwater platform saddles before. But the Plesiosaur actually does have one. And then after that is the Megachilon, which is the other underwater creature that has them. Which makes a little bit more sense because it's way bigger. And so it has more room on the platform saddle. But still, I don't know what you'd use that for. Also, the Megachilon platform saddle has the saddle like on top of the platform, which other ones kind of don't. It's kind of weird how that looks, but yeah. And then we have the first flyer on the list, which is the only flyer in Ark Ascended currently with a platform saddle, and it is the Quetzal. The platform saddle alone makes the Quetzal pretty useful just for that, being able to like build traps and stuff, and also you can like build boxes to move and escort dinos across the map, which is pretty useful and was very useful when cryopods were in the game. And now that cryopods are in the game, it's not as useful, but still having a platform saddle on a flyer like a Quetzal is really nice. And then we have the Parry. I always thought it was kind of cool this one had a platform saddle because it's not the biggest creature, but it's definitely got a like nice little platform saddle. You can build a decent amount of stuff on. You can get kind of early game, not really early game, but it's probably like one of the earliest and easiest platform saddles to get in the game. And you can get some pretty useful resources and like move stuff pretty easily with it. And then we're moving on to the DLC creatures from Ark Survival Evolved, and first off is the Astus, or the space whale. This one has the main tech saddle, which has got a bunch of guns and all kinds of stuff on it, but it has this small little platform that you can use on the back, which I don't know if you'd really use it for that much, but I guess you could build like a little something or a wall to protect yourself from other stuff. And then we have the Megachilon. Now this one technically doesn't have a platform saddle, but it's at the back is a platform that you can build stuff on, which is kind of what the criteria for this video. If you can build on the back of it, then I'm going to include it in this part of the video. But yeah, you can build on the back of this one. Also, it has like an air bubble pocket, so you can actually breathe underwater on the back of this thing on top of the platform, as well as the back grows vegetation on it over time. And then we're moving on to the Titans from Extinction. These don't actually have a saddle you can equip, but once you tame them, they automatically come equipped with a giant tech saddle, which has a platform on the back. And the first of these is the Ice Titan, as you can see in the footage right here. And it's got a pretty big platform saddle. It's not as big as the Titanosaur one, though, even though the Ice Titan is bigger. And then after that, we have the Desert Titan, which has the biggest platform saddle, at least to the Titans anyway, and it's absolutely massive. And obviously this one's a flying one too, so you have this huge room on the back of it. So you can build like a big flying fortress on the back of it, which is really sick. Also, the Desert Titan saddle has its own gravity effect. Basically makes it to where anything on the back of the platform is pushed towards it. Basically it has like its own gravity field, which is kind of cool. And then the last of the Titans, we have the Forest Titan. This one's kind of interesting because since it's so tall, it's more just tall than width. It actually is like on the back, like on its back as it goes up, and then it has like the giant spine. So it's basically like on the back of its spine, which I think is pretty cool. And then the platform saddle is decent in size that you can build on. And lastly, we have the Strider. The Strider doesn't have a saddle, but once you tame it, it automatically equips the saddle to it, kind of like the Titans do. And it has a small little platform on the back of it, which you can build on. There's not much room to build on at all. I'm pretty sure this is the smallest tech saddle in the entire game. But it also comes in with a tech bed as well, which you can sleep in, which is kind of nice. You can also respawn at it. That is every creature with a platform saddle in Ark Ascended and Ark Survival Evolved. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe. Thanks for watching, and bye.